Good afternoon and welcome to the news at 2. I am Matthew Amoke. The Nigerian Air Force, NAF, is set to mark its 60 years of existence and service in the defense of the Nigerian territorial integrity. In a press release signed by the Director of Public Air Force, Air Vice Marshal Edward Gabwet, the commemorative event with the theme Nigerian Air Force at 60, leveraging strategic partnerships in aerospace innovation for regional security, is lined up with a series of activities to commence from 14th to 25th of May 2024. The high point of the celebration includes a two-day international conference and exhibition to be held alongside the third edition of the African Air Force Forum from 23rd to the 24th of May 2024 at the International Conference Center, Abuja. The statement further stated that as the NAF celebrates, the nation and the global community are invited to join in commemorating 60 years of unwavering dedication, perseverance, and valor in the service of the Nigerian people. The ENUGU State House of Assembly has received a list of nominees for appointment as commissioners in ENUGU State Independent Electoral Commission, NCEC. Chimaro Kogu was at the plenary and now reports.
The message from the governor is sequel to the powers of the House of Assembly to consider and approve the appointment of commissioners into the Enugu State Independent Electoral Commission. The governor is seeking the consideration and approval of the House to appoint the 8 commissioners into the State's Independent Electoral Commission.
May I respectfully, therefore, forward the unlisted names to the Honorable House of Assembly for consideration and possible confirmation. The names are 1. Professor Christian C. Udo, designation Chairman. Solomon Ude, Commissioner. Chinenyema A. Udu, Commissioner. Barrister Annie Gobiora George, Commissioner. Ato Ifeanyi Ede, Commissioner. Barrister Pauline Eze, Commissioner. Emmanuel Obodo, Commissioner. Emeka G. Ukwaba, Commissioner.
The leader of the House, Ilabuchi Aniago, moved a motion for the House to receive the letter from the governor.
Nominees are appointed as commissioners in the Enugu State Independent Electoral Commission, NSEC, and the consideration for the later date that will be around the House Committee on the Service.
The Speaker requested the nominees to submit copies of their credentials to the House for scrutiny and screening. In Enugu, Chimaroke Ugu, NTA News.
Nigerians have continued to react to the recent killing of 17 soldiers at Okwoma community in Delta State. They are calling for thorough investigation to ensure the culprits are brought to book and punished. Chika Ugu reports that a peace and development advocate group is calling for a state of emergency in the community.
The news of the gruesome murder of some men and officers of the Nigerian Army at Okwama community in Delta State by alleged youths and sponsored militants has continued to generate reactions of condemnation across the country amongst groups, organizations, and individuals. One of such groups is Nigeria's Peace and Development Advocates, who have condemned the act, which they believe is targeted at intimidating and instigating fear on the Nigerian security agencies, as well as making the country ungovernable. They called on the federal government to ensure the culprits are fished out and made to face the full wrath of the law.
We therefore demand as follows. 1. That thorough investigation be carried out to unmask the faces behind the current treason, as we are certain that the militant youths did not act on their own volition. The state of emergency be declared on any territory that has, with increased support of local authorities, wittingly or unwittingly, taken up arms against the Nigerian state. We also wish to commend the doggedness of the service chiefs in curtailing the perennial oil theft in the Niger Delta region, and standing up to these non-state actors that are taking up arms against Nigeria.
Meanwhile, the people are commending President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his support to the families of the fallen heroes with houses, scholarships, and other benefits. In Enugu, Chika Ugu, NTA News.
Let us take a short break here. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Our 2 p.m. news now comes up every day, Monday to Friday. Stay with NTA ENUGU Network Center.
Welcome back. Now moving on, over the years, the use of railway system has remained a reliable means of transportation. Enugu residents are calling for the revitalization of the dilapidated rail lines and the subsequent restoration of rail transportation in the southeast zone of Nigeria. Chimarokugu reports.
Strides recorded in the southeast zone in terms of movement of goods and services is attributable to efficient and reliable railway transport system. In general, Nigerian Railway have played key role in the country's socio-economic development as well as stimulated rapid urbanization. It is against this backdrop that Enugu residents, especially traders, have called for the revitalization of the railway system in the southern part of the country to boost business activities and increase the revenue generation of the country.
I want to thank the federal government for coming back with that project. Enugu state government have engaged with them on the preparation for establishing a rail line across the major cities in Enugu. If peradventure we start making use of railways in transporting some of all these, it will be saving the life of the road.
To revitalize the railway system in Enugu state, which means all the Nigeria has linked up. No way you can talk of effective railway in this country without putting Enugu.
Railway is faster, railway is cheaper, railway is more convenient.
According to the Eastern District Manager, Railway Corporation, construction work have commenced in the Port Harcourt through Aba axis of the rail tracks, including laying of rail tracks to Enugu and beyond.
CCUCC have taken over the line. They have started since last year, April. They have started rerouting the track, that is from Port Harcourt up down to Enugu here.
The district manager maintained that one of the major setbacks of the project is vandalism of railway materials and called for monitoring of the rail tracks against vandals. In Enugu, Chimaroke Ugu, NTA News.
Key players in Enugu State are optimistic that the economic reforms of President Bola Tinubu, is, if properly handled by various committees set up, will close security threats in all parts of the country, provide food security, increase revenue generation, and grow the economy. Ukeria Ugu has the report.
President Bola Tinubu had promised Nigerians during his electoral campaigns that he would take hard and difficult decisions that would turn things around for good in the country. On assumption of office, the president moved to tackle the economic challenges by first removing the fuel subsidy and merging the foreign exchange rates. President Tinubu, under his renewed hope agenda, initiated 8 reform areas aimed at stabilizing the economy and ensuring the best economic future for Nigerians. To this end, few weeks ago, the president set up committees to carry out the economic reforms within the stipulated time frame of 3 years. These include Tripartite Economic Advisory Committee, Fiscal Policy Tax Reforms, and committee dedicated to reform livestock industry and the provision of long-term solutions to recurring clashes between herders and farmers across the country, amongst other committees.
The sense of that committee is actually to streamline and reduce the number of taxes that are paid by Nigerians, to make sure that it is narrowed and to widen the tax net so that more revenue is actually collected from taxation. So that's the whole essence. And is it a lot of dividend because individuals are now having more disposable income, And when individuals have more disposable income, the tendency for them to spend more, and when they spend more, they kind of actually make the possibilities of people getting more employment opportunities, because you see companies now springing up, and when they spring up, they engage and employ people. When people are employed, they are now more productive.
If a solution is found and all the recommendations that have been piling up all these years are implemented, where we have strategic ranches here and there, where livestock farmers, the herders will have all the things they need, the grass, water, even stay at a place so that their children can go to school, have access to a better life. And then the yield will be more. Both the beef and even the milk industry, that more than 80% of anything that has to do with milk is imported into this country, running into billions of dollars. By the time we have well-organized ranches and well-organized livestock industry, we'll be able to meet some of these demands locally, and the much we spend on foreign exchange in that area will be reduced.
It is expected that experts chosen from both private and public sectors as members will come up with recommendations that will increase revenue generation, stabilize foreign exchange market, and restore investors' confidence. In Enugu, Ikereaugu, NTA News.
For latest in the world of sports, here are the tidbits for today. That's the size of our bulletin for this hour. Thank you for watching.